and Superman strong. Yes, we're made of steel. We talking sports right now. You better know that it's real. We on your airwaves all. We talking every level. Yeah, that's right. Put them on the chopping block. Grading them out from A to Z. See which one is hotter now. Wanna chime in? Hey, pick up your phone and call me. Hope, look, quit, go, Ella, Wawa, Auburn, Gas City, Westbrook, Cruiser, Christian, Southside, Rammer, Jammer, Yellow Hammer, give them hell, Alabama. Friday night lights, it ain't nothing like Saturday hype. We love it right. You wanna hear the best sports to now? Kapow Sports Talk, the best all around. Kapow Sports Radio, I hope you ready. Kapow, yeah, it's about to go down. Kapow, K-A-P-O-W Sports Radio, and yeah, we all the way live. Kapow Sports Radio, I hope you ready. Kapow, yeah, it's about to go down. Kapow, K-A-P-O-W Sports Radio, and yeah, we all the way live.
J Dub White, what's up, buddy?
Just one of those shows today. Let me get turned up there. Just one of those shows today, man, where it's Alabama Auburn. We get to sit back, talk a little college football, and just do what we do. Oh, you represent that Capusa today.
Capusa?
You got that Capusa hat on?
Capusa?
It's like Jack GPT made a hat. Capusa.
Capusa. Yeah, you see, that's one reason I zoomed out on mine in your hat.
I got the Garrett Farms hat.
Oh man, no, I'm talking about on the.
Oh
photo.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Oh my gosh, one of them, one of the generated things had I can't remember what it said. Oops on your hat or something like that.
Which is fitting.
Yeah, but hey, that is true. All right. So what's going on with you today?
We got. Oh yeah. Hey, thanks everybody jumping on. Get your comments, get your questions in. We're about to get into this. Today I got Coach Marco Bryant calling me.
That brother ain't watching. Can you take that call live? I don't know if you can.
No.
I would say no. I would say no. Don't do it.
No. Especially not what's going on today.
It could be fun though.
Could be our last ever show.
Wait. Never mind. Okay. So what are you doing? You haven't looked up at the screen but once.
I'm messaging Marco Bryant right now.
Man, forget Marco Bryant. He ain't paying your bills.
If you give him the money, he'll go drop it off.
All them invoices we sent? Are you sent? Still ain't got no gear, got no check, no nothing.
Remember, he's out of
it. Alabama Auburn show. Marco Bryant can wait. Your show is more important than Marco Bryant at this moment. As long as Mark ain't got a.
But this, I just messaged him back. I said, "You okay?" He said, "Yeah, just checking on you." I said, "Thanks for watching. Jeff and I do a show."
All right, let's
got a full-time job. He ain't got nothing else to do.
Exactly. All right, let's do this. Let's dive into the Alabama-Missouri game real quick. I want to talk to you about that, get a couple takes from you, do the preview to the upcoming games at the end, but then we want to get into the Auburn conversation because there's so much to talk about when it comes to Auburn. You got to watch all three of these games, Notre Dame, Auburn, and the Alabama game as well. What did you think about Ty Simpson and what he put up for Alabama this week?
I truly think he's developing into a true quarterback, a true leader. Here's what I will say. I'm glad that I got to see the game.
Right.
Missouri, though, I was very impressed with their physicality. They are a very physical team. I think they matched Alabama with physicality. That didn't happen very often.
Right.
So it's a tough, hard league, bro. It's a tough, hard league for sure.
They look different than, last year they looked really good. This year they just look different. Like I don't know. You said physicality. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. Their running back is a freak of nature. They look good. They really do. So Ty Simpson threw for 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards. But what do you think about the fourth down they're calling it the fourth down dagger to Hill
That's a great statement, man.
with 3:16 left. That's great. How brave is that? Does Saban make that call
He's made those kind of calls before. So
in
yeah,
this
I
game?
don't think. Yeah, because this game was much more of a hey, we're gonna certain games, as you know, Jeff, you've been around ball a long time, played a long time, call a lot of ball. There's certain times in games where if you get a first down here, it ends the game, or if
Right.
you whatever it so those plays happen, and DeBoer's a heck of a coach, man. Ever since we did the show announcing him, right? We've really been in on him. He's won at every level. It's not easy coming taking over for the best to ever do it, right?
That's true.
It's just hard to do. And I'm sorry, Jeff, the church board is blowing up the messaging right now.
The church board is?
Yeah. They're just everywhere. I'm about to recharge my phone.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we're taking donations for Halloween candy at the church.
That's fun.
So feel free.
All right. So have you heard any information on Jam Miller and how he's doing? Because he got knocked out.
Bro, how's that not a flag? This was the worst officiating weekend in college football from top to bottom, left to right, up and down from the Alabama game. We'll get into the Notre Dame game, this game, and it's the replays. Man, it was just ridiculous. And he didn't have forcible. They said didn't have enough forcible contact to the head. It knocked the brother out.
The brother was knocked out.
How much more forcible contact did you need?
I mean, you can see that with slow motion. You see his arms on the way down kind of lock up. The brother was knocked out. I don't know. I mean, some people get knocked out. That brother's taking some hits, so something happened for him to get hit.
It was brutal, and again, I give credit to Missouri in this game. Again, Missouri, ranked number 14?
Yeah.
Alabama, top 10, 8, 5, 7. I can't remember what they are. With the new poll just came out, I don't remember. Man, tough, gritty, and I'm going to say Ty Simpson is clutch. I think he may have that clutch gene.
Man, big play, big moments, fourth down, and that was tough. It was clutch. 3 minutes left in the game. If Jam can't go, you think Hill and his counterpart have got it? I mean, they'll platoon.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys know what it's like to be without him. He missed time. He's just now getting back, and it takes some reps to get calloused and get physically ready to play. And he got calloused quickly because they were banging that dude. And what are you gonna do, man? It was a great play, that fourth down play. But Ty Simpson, 4th and 8 ties. That's what they're calling him now. Okay, maybe I made that up.
Maybe you did. All right, let's move on real quick. Let's get into what everybody wants to talk about, and then we can get up to the matchups that both of these teams have coming up later. Georgia drops Auburn 20-10. Go for it,
man. I want you guys to jump in the comments. Let me get you pulled up so we can see what you're saying, because you guys are the show. Jeff and I just guide us down the information highway there. What I got a hot take, bro. I got a hot take, and I am never the guy who says get rid of your coach. Just the opposite. Let him coach. Let him do his thing. Give him time. That's who I am. I am not seeing improvement. Right? I'm seeing there's so much to take in, and you Auburn fans, get up in here. Jamie Mickler, I'm expecting you to bring it hot and heavy, my guy. So they came out with a great game plan. The atmosphere was incredible, and they executed in the first half. And let's talk about the goal line play.
Right.
You cannot make me think, hey, going to Michael Short, Coach Short. You cannot make me think that he did not cross the plane of the goal line before he fumbled. I don't care what. Give me a NASA shot, from the space station. It's going to say he broke the plane. But let's take it up before the snap. 2, maybe 3 Georgia defensive linemen were offsides.
Oh,
not called.
Yeah.
And not called. But you cannot fumble the football in that situation. You just can't do it. And Arnold is not the guy. He's not. I think he's a good football player.
You've said that for quite a while.
Yeah. Yes, he was a 5-star coming out, but there's a reason that he left, and it's more than money. There's a reason he left Oklahoma. Sam Arnold is a great runner. He's scared to throw the ball. Oh, but look, he's got no interceptions, Jeff. He hasn't thrown an interception. What a great quarterback. He's not throwing an interception. You only got 5 touchdown passes.
He plays scared, man. He plays scared.
So I have to put that on Hugh Freeze. The whole momentum coming out of the second half, man, it's like the wind left the stadium. Like Auburn fans were, hey, we got a chance. We can win. Does that make it a big play? I mean, does that change the whole momentum of the game? Absolutely, going up 17-0 at halftime, Jeff, totally, completely changes, and I think Auburn wins that football game based on that one call.
Right.
It's frustrating because all weekend, all these video reviews were horrible. Every game I watched had a bad call in it. It's tough being an official. It's absolutely tough.
Sure.
One of the hardest jobs you could possibly do.
Sure.
Being an official at any level, from Pee Wee to NFL, right?
Oh my gosh.
And everything in between. But the video evidence, the video is what saves the day. You either throw the flag, let the play go, because we're going to see it on video, or we stop it and let it go. It's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm about to.
Yeah, I want to get in. I want to ask you about the red zone decision making about Auburn, though. Why, when they get in the red zone, what happens there?
Well, and Coach Short can speak to this, and any coaches that are watching this jump onto this. So what that does in the red zone, and Auburn's been really efficient in the red zone. They've been really, really good before this game,
Right.
And they're still highly rated as far as their what they do in the red zone. But it shrinks the field. It makes it tougher, to be honest, because you got the back is up, so you're operating all this in shorter distances. So you have to be very proficient. But I don't like when you scrunch everybody in. Like I'm not a tush push kind of guy.
Right.
I'm just the opposite. I still like running the quarterback there. Hey, but let's spread everybody out. Instead of let's bring in everybody in the mother. Hey, you the beer guy, come on down.
Right.
Pretzels, get on in here. Let's just make it as tight as we can. Jeff, you want to jump on a couple of those comments?
Let me grab them real quick. Let's see. You can't play hard and get beat down by the refs all year. Apparently, players are not the only ones getting paid by these new rules. That's by
well, who said that?
Karen, yeah.
Karen Tim said that the officials on some NIL deals.
They probably got it, man. I'm telling you.
That's a great comment.
The momentum on the sideline. Did you see that the Tigers just get deflated? I mean, it was different.
Because you pull on past experiences.
Yeah.
And
they're like, here we go again. Is that what they're doing?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Here we go. It's going to happen again. Another bad call. Auburn should have won this football game.
Yeah.
Auburn could have probably beat Texas A&M, which that's just my opinion.
You're okay with that.
Auburn should have beat Oklahoma. They should have beat Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement there. Auburn's defense is elite. It's elite, Jeff. That defense is playing as good as any defense in the country. So at what point do you have locker room issues?
Yeah.
Maybe now?
Oh, yeah, no question. Well, we'll get into let's dive into that real quick because I want to read you some things off of Twitter and I want you to respond to them. Talk about their running back, and the press
Yeah,
conference that coach had and the way that he approached that was a little weird.
here's the thing. By all accounts, everyone I've talked to in the program, and we're talking about Damari Alston, right? And here's the thing, Jeff, that I don't know that most everybody, true Auburn fans know this. And you guys, again, jump in, comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate it. He is a team captain. This dude gets voted a captain
Right.
of your football team. He does everything right. He has amazing grades. He is the epitome of what a college athlete, a student athlete should be. He is the guy. And for Hugh Freeze to say, Damari failed to meet the expectations and standards to our program, and we love him. We wish him the best.
Right.
But that's where it's at. He failed to meet the expectations and the standards of our program. I think every Auburn fan can say that about Coach Hugh Freeze right now.
They are.
Sorry.
Well, after that press conference, they're saying it for sure.
So you got people in the program coming to his defense, and the only one I really follow is Deuce Knight.
Right.
I began to follow him during his recruitment when he was coming out of high school in Mississippi. He was a Notre Dame commit for a long time. He messaged me back 2-3 times a month. Again, just checking in with him from the coverage, and he didn't tell me not to say it, but so I'm going to say it. He didn't tell me not to say it, but Deuce Knight said the one dude on the team that as soon as he stepped foot on the campus of showing him what it's like to be an Auburn man, and that's the way he phrased it. He said he teaches us how to be Auburn men. Was this guy? He said he's a stand-up guy. He's been his right hand, since he got there. And from my understanding, all this dude was doing was asking for a red shirt because he wasn't getting a ton of playing time. Let's see. Can I pull up the stats? I'm just curious now how much playing time he was getting, or I say playing time, how many carries he was getting. Austin, 32 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's through 7 games?
Yeah. So, the guy asked for a red shirt.
Yeah.
And because he wasn't being utilized, he was the number 2 back. Jeremiah Cobb obviously is the main guy as far as the running back room. Jackson Arnold gets the most carries than anyone. Then it's Austin, and apparently they couldn't agree upon it. And I don't know where this kid ends up, but I'm a fan. Wherever he ends up, I am a fan of this dude. He does it the right way, and he's not come out and said anything negative about the program. His best friends are on this team. And I want to talk culture if I can just a minute. And if you make someone, Jeff, a captain on your football team, on your baseball team, basketball team, you don't make kids captains, in my opinion, because of what they do on the field. If you only make your best players captains,
right,
you're doing it wrong, because you become a captain by what you do off the field, the leadership. Hey, Lou, we're focusing on our grades. We're doing the right thing every workout. We're doing the right thing every time we step on this workout or that workout. We represent the organization, and it's almost like it's transactional. Okay, you can be a captain because you're going to carry the ball this many times, score this. Your production has to be this, and I think that's a travesty. Because even in high school football, some of your best teammates and some of the best high school football players I've ever been around may not be the best player on the field. So the result, you may not be the most talented, gifted athlete, and you can still be the captain because you do everything right. So it seems like it's transactional. And if you're going to do that to your captain, and I know for sure, I'm talking to I'm trying to think that he tell me not to say anything.
Probably did.
Let me just say, I have a friend that I talk to about once a week. He's a very prominent podcaster. He's in the Locked On Network. He does his show's called The Portal, and he really dives into recruiting and those kind of things. And just like in Penn State's case, now that they fired James Franklin, the next day, 6 Nittany Lions decommitted from the program. If you don't think that the recruits are paying attention what's going on, if you're a defender, Jeff, and Auburn has some tremendously highly talented, highly ranked defenders being recruited right now, committed currently, and Auburn is the defense that you hold Georgia to 20 points and you lose by 10. You look at Auburn's scoring average against good top SEC teams. Or is Auburn 0-3 in the SEC right now? 3-3 overall, 0-3 in the SEC?
Yeah.
If I'm a high-flying wide receiver, I don't know that I want to go there. What are you going to do to recruit the players on your team? How are you going to keep Cam Coleman there? How are you going to keep Harry Thompson there? I'm just saying.
I don't know if you do. I don't think there's anything that Auburn can do to keep Cam Coleman there. Do you?
Michael Short, great comment by the way, Michael Short.
Yeah, you may read that real quick and then you
please.
You speak to that. If you can have a Cam Newton at quarterback, then you can run the tush push. If not, spread them out, let them run the ball, line one up one way, and then shift to the spread. Force the defense to put bigger plays and then spread them out. Bro, that's what you were saying.
No, that's 100% my philosophy. Yeah. We're going to call it the Coach Michael Short philosophy from now on.
That's right.
In every goal line situation, give me the short,
which means spread them out.
and he's right. And Cam Newton, it ruined a good night that they did retire his jersey. I personally don't like Cam Newton, the person. One of the best players to ever come. He was NIL before there was NIL. Ask McDonald's in that brown bag.
Man, what a heck of a quarterback, though.
Talent-wise, there's no question. Dude was special. I just don't like what he's become personally, but that's neither here nor there.
All right. I'm gonna talk about or give you some quotes or some statements from Ed, or from Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And you speak to them quickly if you want to, or you can bring them down a little bit. If that fumble at the goal line happened to Georgia, they would have called it down by contact. Yes or no?
No, I don't think so.
How do you review it for 5 minutes and still give Georgia the benefit of the doubt?
Well, they had to get their Postmates order in. It had to.
That is good. That's good.
I'm just saying it.
Yeah. Funny. All right. Why do Auburn games get forensic reviews? I read this one to you earlier. And Georgia gets trust us. It's our ball.
Bro, again, and we talked about this yesterday, Jeff, where do these reviews come from?
Birmingham.
Roll Tide.
RTR, baby.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's Willie. Willie reviews all the plays in the Auburn games.
Yes, he did. Well, I don't know if he wasn't watching. That bro was at the fishing tournament, so Willie was taking.
He was. Yeah. Man, you talk about a big fishing tournament.
That was huge, right? I was seeing the video. Cool.
I saw him and Daryl Roach and Mark O'Brien hanging out together.
Well, that seems about right. Knowing who Mark runs with, Roll Tide Willie, Coach O'Brien,
and Daryl Roach. I made a comment in one of those pictures. I said, "Look, there's 2 amazing offensive coordinators, or 2 amazing offensive coaches, and neither one of them are calling plays."
That's tough.
That's a dang shame.
That's tough, Jerry. Ref saw the momentum shift and said, "Nope, not today."
Fact. That's what it seems like. No, I disagree, but there was a complete shift, and you're doing really well with the outside zones, and maybe one of the coaches can speak to this too and talk about it more in depth. But you're doing well with the outside zones. They start to take that away,
right?
then you change your philosophy. You can run play action off of that. It's very easy to set up some quick passing game off that. It's about matchups, and I love what Coach Shore says, and talking to Rush Probst and Steve Smith, the local high school legends, and Mark O'Brien and Lyric Williams, all these offensive minded guys. And we can even go to down in Florala and talk about Kyle Davis. You use these people in motion to tip you off what's going on. Hey, who's going to motion with me? Are they motioning over, or they're just going to shift? Are we in a man-to-man? We in a zone? Or I want to shift this guy because I want to match up against a linebacker.
There you go, right.
You do all these things. Yeah, you that's why you do it. And sometimes you bring a man in motion, the offense doesn't shift at all. They don't move. You know what you got.
Right.
Miss Karen, we're going to get to the timeout.
Yeah, you mean
clap your hands if you know.
I was just clapping. It was a clapping.
Yeah,
so, all right. Yeah. One of the you said this that was a 10-point swing stolen right before half. Agree?
100%, and they were so focused. How much of the talk do you think? And again, I love Brody saying Bama's in trouble this week. We'll get to the game reviews, Brody.
Yeah, that's coming.
How much of that halftime was spent focusing on that one play? That we fumbled, we got jacked over by the officials. That happened to us again. Instead of, hey, here's what we need to do. It's a lot of game left. Let's get refocused. Let's continue what we were doing. Blah 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 blah. I'm just curious how much of that happened during the game. Did, like Jeff? I say it all the time. You've heard ad nauseum. I'm sure you're ready to slap a brother. The holy slap, if you will.
Yes, the holy. Hallelujah.
You cannot let a loss beat you twice. You can't let a penalty affect you going further. So now, yes, a penalty or a bad call, horrible, atrocious call. You have to have amnesia and you have to move on and keep doing what you're doing. Your defense is playing at a high level, and I'm not saying I wasn't in the locker room, so I'm not saying how the halftime went, but I would imagine that it spent way too much time talking about what happened. Hey, Todd O'Brien, coach, than what they should have been talking about, at least from my thought process. But
I think you're probably right. But usually good coaching staffs, which you know this, we've been on some teams that are great, and we've been on some teams not so much, but they've got them segment out. I think Coach Probst spoke about this a few weeks ago. We have 5 minutes on defense. We have 5 minutes on offense.
Right.
Whatever. But right now, I don't know what we're seeing with this coaching staff. All right, here's a comment on X, and let's see what you say about this one. I've seen less conclusive plays overturned against Auburn. Why not this one?
Ask Danny Starnes that question, Jeff.
Danny jumped on. What's up, Danny? He says, we all know it was stolen. However, once the bad call was made, video was unclear as to placement of Georgia player's hand. Okay. All right. Apparently, this is from X. Apparently, indisputable video evidence only exists when it helps Georgia. Agree or disagree?
Well, here's what I will say. Since Saban retired, I think Kirby is the new godfather of the game, and I think people like to keep him happy. And they trust what he says. And hey, let's just be sure we're good with Kirby. And again, it's just what's obvious, blatantly obvious to me and most everyone else I've spoken with. It's hard to think you can see this differently.
There's a smart aleck comment, which is some of them are. This one's absolutely great. It says, I swear this is X again. I swear the refs have a hotline straight to Kirby's headset.
From an Auburn fan base, and look, we know some Auburn fans and some Auburn homers, but we also know some really true Auburn people who love the game.
Sure, absolutely.
Suzanne Weatherwax, I put her above most. Rick Neal. Rick Neal's statement was, I thought, was really well thought out. He put it on Facebook sometime after the game, maybe the next game. He says our quarterback is that's what we're missing. We're missing a high level quarterback that can make the throws and make the plays, be dynamic.
Yeah.
Arnold is not that guy. How many passes has he missed this year going down the field?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
It's a lot, and this I don't want to bash Darnold. I mean Arnold. I was thinking Sam Darnold for a second. I don't want to bash Jackson Arnold.
You want to?
Completion percentage is under 65%. Okay, whatever. You really, I mean, it's not horrible, but you really want that to be between 70 and 72 is an ideal situation. The guy's been sacked 21 times. 21 times. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. You have one of the best playmakers in the country on your wide receiver. You got 2, man. You got Cam Coleman and you got Eric Singleton.
Right.
These 2 dudes are unbelievable. Of course, you got Horatio Fields, Malcolm Simmons. You got some dudes that can make plays. And I think the antithesis of the whole game, if you watch the very last play of that Auburn game, Jeff, 4th down, and what does he do? He tries to run the football up the middle. Does Jackson?
Yeah.
You got to go and let your players make a play. And at what point do these guys start leaving Auburn?
Auburn's got to have a fearless quarterback. It started with your running back crew platoon there. He's gone. I mean, in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Does he get that now? If I'm mistaken, let me know. I just sound like I was from Host Bluff just then. Sorry.
All right, Kevin.
So he leaves now. Is that strategic because the amount of playing time he's got, so he can be redshirted?
No, he's got one more year.
One more year.
Wherever he goes next year will be his last year.
Okay. Real quick. A lot of people are saying Auburn got hosed. And that's true. And Georgia didn't win. Auburn got officiated. Every time Auburn builds momentum, the refs find a reason to review it. That's seemingly plausible the last 2 weeks, right? I mean that
maybe.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this: how many times is Auburn going to play 11 versus 16? That's a question from X.
It certainly seems that way, and it's so funny at that point. You think every call is going against Auburn, right? But you used to getting so many of them, like the Buffalo Bills the past 3 weeks. They're averaging over 12 penalties a game.
Yikes!
And we're playing like trash. Hey, the Bills and Auburn would be a great game. The refs would have to let one of them win, so it'd be good.
They just wouldn't show up for the game.
Yeah. Miss Sandra Neal made a post. Kirby doesn't have the class Saban does.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And some may say if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Kirby sure is trying.
Danny Starr, not sure if you have seen the in huddle on reviews. Some conferences are televising an eye-opening system. How many people are involved in reviews every angle? Yeah, I mean,
okay, but there's only one guy that makes the decision.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Willie.
Okay. It's what?
It's Willie.
It's Willie. Willie makes the reviews, man,
of all Auburn game. But if we're being honest, it's the worst weekend of officiating I've seen watching college football. It is right. Every game was crazy. Hey, and we are really dogging the Auburn offense and this coaching staff and Hugh Freeze. I don't feel sorry for him at all, to be honest, because you pay a man this much money, you expect a certain outcome. And I'm not talking about him as a person. Right? No. So my negativity coming out is just why I think he's – and
what do you think about this comment here? Danny Starnes, he says, if Auburn allows Freeze to stay till the end of the season, players will leave. Why all these coaches are getting canned during the season? Ooh.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
it is a fact. So it's going to come down to this decision, Danny, and Mr. Mickler or whoever else can jump on and give me your opinion. Is Auburn ready to throw in the towel on the season? What makes a successful season now? Is it you're only having a successful season if you're one of the 12 teams that gets in the playoffs.
Oh.
Or are you still okay with, doing the best you can, getting bowl eligible, going to play in a bowl, being on television, getting your kids more exposure, broadening your NIL deal to help bring kids in and get a better recruiting class and get forward. See, that is the reason that Auburn moved the game next year with Baylor. It's technically an Auburn home game. They moved that game to Mercedes-Benz Stadium for just that reason, because now it's going to be the only game in the time slot. It's a big venue. And if you don't think that had anything to do with NIL, you're not living in this reality.
Sure.
It was a move for NIL. So it depends. Is Auburn going to throw the season in, or are they going to continue and still go on and try to be a spoiler, still try to, beat some people's dreams down and make a run? It's going to depend on that. If you're okay with, hey, let's just chalk this one up as being, we got hosed or whatever, let's move on, let's get a different coach in a different direction, then you do it now.
Who finishes the season out if that happens?
Durkin.
Okay.
I think he was a good head coach. I think he's a great defensive coordinator.
Right.
I think he's got a bad rap. He is an amazing football coach. And just look at the defense, man. This defense, for all the negative we're giving this Auburn offense,
sure,
which is led by the quarterback, you have to speak positive. Let's see Todd O'Brien's thoughts on this as well. You have to speak really high of this Auburn defense. They are flying around. They're attacking. Xavier Atkins is one of the best linebackers in the country, in my opinion. Excuse me. He's got 3 sacks in the year. He's got an interception. He returned for 73 yards. The guy leading the team in sacks, I think, is Crawford, the big defensive end. Is it Kieran? I can't ever get their names right. I think it's Crawford. He's done an amazing job of playing just an amazing defensive end position this year. Your back end, you've got some dudes back there. You're not intercepting. You only have 2 interceptions on the year, which is interesting to me. And it's both by your front 7. Both your interceptions this year is either by your linebacker or your defensive end. That's interesting to me. But regardless, it's just how they play their defense, and it's working. Yeah. And let's talk about your kicker. Alex McPherson has come back and had, after all the sickness and battling back, a lot of people thought because this guy has colitis that he would never play again. And he has come on, and he's perfect on the season. So I probably just jinxed him. I'm sorry, Fort Payne. Don't hate me. I probably just jinxed him. But his extra points, he's 19 of 19, and he's 5 for 5 on field goals this year. So, again, nothing long. His longest field goal is 34 yards, but still. So that's a big highlight. Their special teams is doing good. You got an amazing defense. Your recruiting class is still functioning at a high level. You can't be a CEO and call plays. You can't. You have to give that away, man. You have to let your offense coordinators call the plays. And that's just Jerry White's opinion.
Look at this comment from Coach Todd O'Brien.
Okay.
Durkin is excellent coordinator. Freeze has made these guys mental midgets. They have to get through adversity. That is a culture bias issue.
Hey, Mel, that's spot on. Durkin is a dude. You got 2 really good coaches on the labeled as offensive coordinators there,
right?
And you're not letting them help game plan, but they're not calling plays. I think Coach Freeze has to step back, turn the offensive over, be there to make. Hey, Danny, we don't have. I'll try to.
I'm looking for it now. I'm texting to see if we can get an update real quick while you're doing
on Jan Miller. And you let your offensive coordinators call plays. That's just like let's talk about Steve Smith, the head coach. Just won his 300th game in high school football. Congratulations of Westbrook. He just won his 300th game. He still calls plays, but he doesn't let his supposed offensive coordinator run all the practices, install the game plans, and just step in on Friday night and call plays.
Right.
And that's you can't do that, right? And it is a high school and a big time SEC program different, yeah, but it's kind of the same. Hey, Randy Weiss, that's a good one right there. A state championship coaching winning Randy Weiss.
Coach, what's up, Coach?
That was loud. They have to overcome adversity, but you have got to let your coaches coach. You have to let your players play. They're there for a reason. You hired them for a reason. And I'm thinking his micromanagement is going to cost him his job.
Yeah.
Freeze, that is. Not Steve Smith. Steve Smith's good.
Right now, Mike says that Jam Miller, going back to Jam Miller, your question, Danny, he is still under concussion protocol as of right now. So that means he's not doing anything as it pertains. Obviously, he's doing mental work. But right now, no decision is made, and there's no guarantee that he's going to clear protocol in time to play or be available for the Alabama-Tennessee game. So,
and you talk about another physical matchup, and we're not there yet. We'll get to that, but Tennessee is known to be a physical team.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. So let's dive into that real quick and we'll get out of here. We've been busting this thing for 41 minutes. Tennessee versus Alabama. They're going into Tuscaloosa at 6:30 on ABC. It is a night game there at Bryant-Denny. So it's going to be a awesome. Vols they'll come in are they 15 top? They're 15, right? Is that where they're at?
I don't. Well, they should be ranked higher. They're 5-1.
5-1. Okay, they're 5-1. Alabama's
season.
5-1. Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So I don't know
pull that up.
where they're at. I didn't know. Is it come out today or did it come out yesterday?
I think it came out Sunday, actually.
Sunday. Okay.
But I was too busy paying attention to my pastor to look.
Yeah, sure you were. And you ran home to get set up for that Bills-Falcons game. How'd that work out Monday?
That was a Monday night game. You don't even got the right date.
It don't make a difference. You prepare 24 hours in advance for these Bills games. I've seen
here's what happened. We got our Randy Weiss kick. That's what happened.
Oh. Yes, you did.
Here's the top 25. Let me go to the top 25 if I can. 25, Nebraska. 24, Cincinnati. 23, Utah. This is the AP top 25, mind you.
Okay.
22, Memphis. 21, Texas. 20, USC. Excuse me.
Don't say it.
19, I almost did. 19, USF. 18, Jeff's second favorite team, Virginia.
Sure. Right. Okay.
17, Vanderbilt. 16, Missouri. 15, BYU. 14, Oklahoma. Boomer.
Sooner.
13, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
Come on.
12, the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech. 11, the Tennessee Volunteers.
Okay.
LSU at 10, Georgia at 9, Oregon 8, Texas Tech. And the biggest budget in America comes in number 7.
That's crazy.
Hey, that all money's real. Let me just say.
Yes, it is. That's for sure.
Alabama at 6, Ole Miss 5, Texas A&M is 4, Indiana 3, Miami 2, and the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes round out at number 1.
How's that feel coming out your mouth?
I hate Ohio State.
I know. All right, real quick. Every down in this Tennessee game for Alabama, for the front 7 for Bama against Tennessee, it is important to win. Would you say yes or no with this Tennessee team? Because they seem pretty complete, right?
They are, but if we look at what's the line on this game, like a touchdown? Bama's favored by a touchdown or more, something like that?
I haven't looked at that yet, but I'll look. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, so let's look at the teams that Tennessee has beat and who they lost to.
Okay.
They beat Syracuse to start the season. Syracuse had a new quarterback. They lost a lot of people, and now that new quarterback is out for the season, by the way. Then they beat ETSU 72-17. Then their first big test of the season, they lost to Georgia 44-41. And they should not have lost that football.
That was a shootout too, man.
They should not have lost that game. Then they went out and beat UAB 56-24, and UAB is looking for a new coach. They let our buddy go. Then they beat In a closer game than I thought it should be. They beat Mississippi State 41-34. Then they beat Arkansas 34-31, and I thought they would have destroyed them. So I don't think, and I'm sorry to my brother, but I don't think Tennessee is to the level of an Alabama. I don't think they're to the level of a Oklahoma. I don't think they're on the level of a Vanderbilt even as much. And they better not overlook that game in the swamp at Florida later in the year.
All right, let me ask you a question. With Tennessee always generating these chunk plays, how does Alabama's secondary match up with this?
Very well. This is not the best offense that Alabama has faced this year.
Right.
But this is a rivalry game.
Sure it is.
You never know. It's the third Saturday in October. You never know. Anything could happen. If you look at the quarterback matchups, though, a lot closer than people want to, or I say people, a lot closer than the Alabama A mullets people want to talk about.
Okay.
Is Aguilar is having a great season in his own right. He transferred in from UCLA. 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1,680 yards in the season. We're compared to Simpson. Simpson he's thrown for 2 yards less than Aguilar. Aguilar 1,680, Ty Simpson 1,678. Simpson obviously has a higher completion percentage, and he's 16 touchdowns, 1 interception, and Aguilar is thrown for 14 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So then it's a little deceptive when he comes to the running back. The leading running back for Alabama is Jam Miller, 58 carries, only 1 touchdown. Bishop has 63 carries for 481 yards. He's a big play guy.
Right.
The receivers as well. They got what is his name? Brazil. Jeff, you go get that. You go get that Brazilian. You know what I'm talking about. So he's got 536 yards receiving this year, around that, and Germany Bernard he's over 400, right? Pretty sure he's over 400. So it's a good matchup, and the defensive line is where you better pay attention to, because you got 2 dudes in this game. You got West for Tennessee. You got Overton for Alabama. Both these guys have 4 and 3 sacks. But one of my favorite linebackers going right now is Justin Jefferson for Alabama.
Yes, sir.
But he has 35 tackles in the season. But the linebacker at Tennessee, Carter, the dude's 6'1", 235. He has 57 tackles. It was a pop-up. Just went over to see if I can get some.
I didn't know if you were having a stroke. We froze up. Rainbow City. Joe hit the button.
I just be quiet because I wanted to see how many what the stats was for Carter. He's got 57 tackles, a sack. He is a heck of a player.
All right, well, you're talking about that. Let me ask you what's most important for Alabama versus Tennessee. Is it pass rush, or is it coverage coverage rotations? I mean, tied to late game execution. Talk about that.
Well, because he is who he is, and I'm talking about the Alabama quarterback, the way he doesn't force plays. He's not scared to make a throw, and he doesn't care about his completion percentage, because you've seen him. He's not playing the game worried about throwing an interception. He's playing the game to win, and I love that about him. But he's going to get some pressure up front. Tennessee flies to the football, so he can't be hesitant when he decides what he's going to do. He has to throw the football on time. And as long as they do that, I think Alabama is going to get a double-digit victory in this game. I think Alabama is just a better football team. No disrespect to my Vol fans.
No, especially your brother.
Ray Freeman. What's up, brother?
Oh, speaking of Tennessee fans, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's all red.
All right, Missouri at Auburn. Jordan Hare will be full.
It's a night game too, right?
It's a 6:30 game as well, or 6:45 kick, I think. What is that, SEC Network or ESPN? I don't know where it's going to be. It doesn't. I don't have it listed. I should. I'll do better next time. I apologize for that. So Bo, say his name, Prabula.
I'm sorry. It is the SEC Network is a 6:45
Yeah.
kick.
All right. So Bo, the quarterback there for Missouri, dual threat. The guy is a heck of a quarterback. What do you see from him, and how does he fare against this Auburn defense?
Well, I think he will put the ball in harm's way. He's a good competitor. He's thrown 1,300 yards or so, maybe closer to 1,400. I didn't remember the stats after the game. 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's a good competitor, but everything is about that running game, right? Hardy is, bro, the dude, 9 touchdowns, getting closer to 800 yards. He is unbelievably good. I think if you're just looking at stats, I think they favor Missouri as far as the running game. I think wide receivers, I think Coleman for Missouri is obviously their go-to guy. He's got 40-ish receptions so far this year. He does score a lot. I think he only has like 1 or 2 touchdowns. Auburn has to stop the run, and you make Missouri beat you throwing the football. Easier said than done, but with Auburn's defense, I like it.
All right, let me ask you a question. The superstar safety there for Missouri, he was ejected. Was it Banks Jr.? Is that his name? He was ejected in an Alabama game, so he'll miss the first half of the Auburn game. Is that correct?
It is, yeah, but it's not like Auburn's going to throw the football. So
that's what I was going to say. You find a way to exploit that.
That's just not their game. That's not what Auburn does. It should be, man. You have Cam Coleman. You got Singleton. You got Perry Thompson. You got Horatio Fields. You got dudes. Get him the ball. If that means you bring Deuce Knight in and get him some reps, that's scary because he's a true freshman. The big left-handed kid out of Missouri. Hey, it's at Auburn, Sam. At Auburn. The big left-handed quarterback out of Southern Mississippi. Is one of the best athletes I've ever seen. He is incredible. I think he's going to – is he ready for this?
Oh.
What's going to change? You're not going to score 20 points a game? You're 0-3 in – let's go over this just a second, though. I'm going to let you decide, Jeff. There's was it 5 teams? There's 4 teams that have not got a win in the SEC right now.
Okay.
Mississippi State's 0-2. Arkansas is 0-2, Kentucky's 0-3, and Auburn is 0-3. So on the reverse end, there's also only 4 teams with 3 SEC wins: Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia. Then LSU and Tennessee both have 2 wins. Then you've got everyone else in the middle: Texas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Florida, South Carolina, all with 1 win. How far out is Auburn? I've seen stranger things.
I don't know. I think the way the momentum is stacking up right now and the things that seem to be falling apart, I think they're out.
The Auburn program right now is a good place for a stick up.
Yes, it is. You just go in and take them all. God.
I don't know. So who wins this game, Jeff? Who wins this game?
Of course, you go in. Auburn's a tough place to play, man. Jordan Hare is a very tough place to play. The fans are freaking awesome down there. And
Nick, what did Nick Saban say on game day? Jordan Hare's haunted.
It is. It is.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
It is haunted. I think. I don't know, man. I don't know with the media circus that we've seen from Freeze the last 2 days. With the exodus, I think some guys are shopping right now. I think they're looking at some different places. I think you're going to have some guys getting ready to cut out. I think there's some conversations that are being had. If something's not done with Freeze, I think the boosters are meeting. I think with the chaos that is going on down there, nothing against Auburn. I don't hate Auburn. You heard Sunday. I will pull for them to win, especially when they play Georgia. I just think Missouri gets it. I think if Auburn doesn't protect the quarterback, I think for 100%, they've got to use quick hitters off of motion to get these playmakers, Cam Coleman to be included, get them involved in the game. And if they're not doing this, they're going to lose. And with all the chaos going on down there right now, I don't know. I see Hardy having a huge game and them picking up a victory at Jordan Hare is my opinion. Not saying I want it, but that's just with all the crap that's going on. That's my opinion right there.
Look, if Hugh Freeze loses the locker room, and I think he's going down that track because look, you got how many Auburn players came out in support of the running back? You're losing. I mean, they feel like that Demetri Austin has been done wrong. And they're all coming out supporting him. That tells me that they don't understand the decision that was made.
Right.
I don't think, I think Freeze's time on the Plains is getting shorter by the day. With that said, I'm predicting Auburn with the upset.
You predict them with the upset. All right. All right, my man. It has been we're going to be an hour in. We've got another show to get. We got to get in the studio here today. Coach Rush Propst from the Coosa Christian Conquerors is coming in and got a game against West End Thursday night, tomorrow night at Phillip Ellen Stadium. So we're getting to talk a little bit of football. Last week, he don't like to live there too much last week, and we'll talk about this matchup with West End.
Senior
night, Joe Taylor night, right?
It is Joe Taylor night. Hey, before we go, Jeff.
Yeah.
I think I need to. I'm going through this book that I purchased right here, As Christians by Pastor Jeff.
Hey,
I don't know if you ever met him or not. Still waiting for my signed copy.
Bring that book. I know him. I get him signed.
So I declined it. But I just flip through. I don't go in order. I just flip through every day and see where God puts me on. Today, I thought was very good. It's officially day 102 in the book. Draw near to God. Man, that's so good. Draw nigh to God, and He will draw nigh to you. James 4:8, which is my favorite book of the Bible. You kind of go into that a little bit. Very good. I needed this one today. Very, very good. Hey, how can other people get the blessings that are in this book? How can they find it? How can they get it? And I will, if you buy it, if you get it, I will get Pastor to sign it. Where's my camera? I don't know where my camera is.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. And it honestly, it was a joy of my life to be able to put that book together. It was 8 years in the making and just writing different things. And you can go to Amazon and get it right there. It's a 365-day devotion. We'll put it in the comments if you're cool with that. We'll copy the link. And
for sure.
For you. But you can get it right there. It's a 365-day devotion, and it is incredible. It's not because I wrote it. It's because I believe it's things that God has given me over the years, and just some different insights. And hopefully that link will work for you guys and take you to it. But it's very challenging. They're designed to be about 60 seconds to, depending on how fast you read, 120 seconds to read it, and gives you prayer, some scripture, some contemplation on the scripture, and reflection, and then gives you a prayer to just kind of guide you in your walk with the Lord every day. So hopefully you guys can pick that up. I appreciate that, JW. And you can get it on Kindle too. It's a digital copy out there as well.
Yeah, I don't tell you. I don't even think I even bring this book up, but I read it daily. It's in my repertoire. I have 4, man, I enjoy it. Again, the rest of them, it's made for a certain day. This one, you just have days of the year numbered. I just flip through and see where God puts me. And I think anytime in the book of James is a good one, and always need to draw closer to God. So thank you for putting this together. It's blessed me, my friend.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. All right, buddy. Love you and love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us for this hour of Alabama Auburn talk. And